January 2013, Stuttgart-Feuerbach. Kick-off for a pilot test that should bring the turnaround for an environmental problem which wasn't solved until today. The local groundwater body is contaminated with volatile chlorinated hydrocarbons, CHC. The groundwater has been cleaned for 17 years by the method pump and treat. More than 800 kilograms CHC have been removed from soil and groundwater, but apparently there is still a huge amount of contaminants in the subsoil. The discharge curve of the pollutants, showing the pollutant extraction mass per time, has stayed steady. The experts were sure a new approach is needed. But the conditions in the subsoil are extraordinarily difficult for the remediation.
Wir können hier sehr gut sehen an diesem Boden, dass sehr dicht ist und dass sich in diesem Boden Wasser, Luft.
We can clearly see that the soil is very lowly permeable. Water as well as contaminants can move only very slowly, and as a consequence, infiltrated contaminants can be removed only very slowly with conventional methods. This process shall be accelerated by a method which was rarely tested in low permeable soils, the in situ thermal remediation, also known as thermal enhanced soil vapor extraction. Whereas for pump and treat only one extraction borehole is needed for extraction, now 21 boreholes have to be drilled. 7 for extraction, 7 for control measurements and 7 holes for the thermal devices, which are the core parts of the new method. For more than a week, the 10.5-meter-long heaters have been on their way from Missouri, USA to Stuttgart. The heaters have an electric power of 27.3 kilowatt in total. They will be heated in the soil up to 700 degrees Celsius.
Und jetzt müsst ihr sich vorstellen, von diesen Heizlanzen breitet sich die Wärme radialsymmetrisch aus. Unser Ziel ist es,
you have to imagine that the heat is spreading circularly from these heater wells. Our final goal is to heat the soil until the heat front reaches the soil vapor extraction wells. What happens with the contaminants in the soil? I'll illustrate it by these dots. The contaminants evaporate together with the soil water, and a flow occurs from the heater wells to the extraction wells.
Heizlanzen zu diesen Absaugbrunnen hin, sodass letztendlich
and finally, the contaminants are extracted from the extraction well via the soil vapor and then reaches as hot, contaminated, loaded gas this facility.
Schadstoffbeladene Bodenluft in dieser Anlage ankommt.
Here, the air is filtered twice by active carbon before it is emitted into the environment. Within the first 6 weeks, 230 kilograms CHC have been removed from the soil, and this is a lot in comparison to 800 kilograms extracted in 17 years before. As an essential fact, the heater wells have distinctly raised the discharge rate. This result shows the in situ thermal remediation with heater wells offers a new possibility for soil remediation, even under the difficult geological conditions prevailing in Stuttgart and, in fact, even in the close vicinity of buildings. The experts have properly surveyed the pilot test and collected plenty of data. Hence, they develop recommendations for the optimal design of future facilities of in situ thermal remediation. CityChlor is a European project with partners from Belgium, France, Germany and the Netherlands. The aim of the project is to develop an integrated approach to tackle the threats caused by contamination with chlorinated solvents in urban areas.